Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Vital Bracelet D3 White Red DiM, and for today's log we have Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. Yes, I've been looking forward to this log, honestly, because I really like Imperialdramon Fighter Mode and Paladin Mode. So those two evolutions are just awesome the way I see it. But anyway, before we continue with today's log, just have to say, if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you have come to the right channel, because I document every Digimon they are raised and I upload at least twice a week. If you're interested in such content, go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Imperialdramon Fighter Mode's positron laser and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to today's log. We have Imperialdramon Fighter Mode, one of the evolutions of the Jogras of Vmon and Xvmon and Stingmon. It can evolve either from Paildramon or Dinobemon. So this is one of its evolutions. I really like this Digimon a lot. This is one of my favorite Digimon designs. I think it looks great. And it's not the first time we are seeing Imperialdramon Fighter Mode here. This sprite, we've seen it back on the Ancient Warrior DiM. So it's aged really well, because even as one of the first few DiMs and sprite designs, it looks amazing. Look at the level of detail. But anyway, we should look at the sprite later. As usual, let's start with etymology and origin of its name. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode has three parts to its name. Imperial means regal or majestic, Dra means dragon, Fighter Mode clearly means, fighter, like, someone who's fighting, I guess. So it's a fighter mode. There's another mode, so this is the fighter mode version, and it looks great. When I first saw it in the anime back on Digimon Adventure 02, it was so cool to see that transformation. No, I never expected it. When I first watched it, I never expected it. I thought, yeah, cool, there's an Imperialdramon dragon mode already unveiled and it was powerful, but suddenly changing into fighter mode, it's like, whoa. And it's a level up, it's considered like a level up kind of thing. It's almost, plus when I saw it, it was kind of like, you have Gallantmon or Dukemon, also known as Dukemon, but Gallantmon, and then there's Gallantmon Crimson mode, right? So this was like the fighter mode. It's like it went for an upgrade, because at first as dragon mode it couldn't defeat enemy, but the moment it went fighter mode, whoa, it managed to destroy the enemy. So that was cool. But anyway, let's look at its profile on Digimon.net. This is the result of a transformation of the ancient dragon Digimon Imperialdramon Dragon Mode into a legendary Dragon Warrior Fighter Mode through the unleashing of all its power. So yeah, it's like it finally reaches full potential as fighter mode kind of thing. By changing to a humanoid form from its unwieldy dragon mode, it becomes a mega Digimon with high intelligence. Its attacks are said to hold the power to destroy planets. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode uses its special move Positron Laser to fire the weapon equipped on its right arm, or Giga Death to insert the positron laser into the dragon face on its chest before unleashing a destructive energy wave with all the energy stored in its body. This strike holds 10 times the power of Mega Death in Dragon Mode. So it's 10 times the power of Dragon Mode. That's how powerful it is. Makes sense, because it's called Giga Death versus Mega Death, right? So the attack in Dragon Mode is called Mega Death. We'll cover Dragon Mode in the other DiM. They put Dragon Mode in the white-yellow DiM. So we'll get there eventually. But for now, we are looking at Fighter Mode and of course the Paladin Mode that's coming up as well. Rumor has it has a separate, more powerful mode that can be achieved when it awakens to perfect justice. Okay, so a little spoiler here, but yeah, that's the part where it actually references to Paladin Mode. So when there's an even more powerful mode that is achieved when it awakens to perfect justice, so we'll be looking at that shortly. Yeah, but for now, let's focus on Fighter Mode. Even Fighter Mode alone, its sprite is just woo. Anyway, if you have time, you can look at its artwork, but honestly, you don't have to waste time, because the sprite fully represents the artwork entirely, the way I see it. But anyway, since you're done with profile and etymology, let's look at its evolution conditions. So when we do that, we have to go to himlos.com. Highly recommend the website for your evolution condition needs. It's the reason why I was able to document logs of Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color. This site has everything. So if you're ever stuck trying to raise a specific Digimon, go to himlos.com. It should help you a lot. Anyway, Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. according to Humulos.com, awesome website by Humulos, thank you. It comes from 2 types of DiM, so you just make sure you're looking at the right section. It's been featured in Imperialdramon DiM before, like I mentioned before. Unfortunately, we are looking at, not unfortunately, but yeah, in this case we are looking at D3 white and red DiM instead, so make sure you look at the right section. And in this case, white and white and red, it evolves from Dinobemon, Mamemon, and Chimeramon. 3 types of Digimon can evolve into it, and you just need to have 10 PP, 2500 vital values, 15 plus battles, and 60% win ratio. Alright, so just need to make sure you have those, and you'll be able to evolve into Imperialdramon fighter mode. Looking at this, suddenly I just recalled another point which is interesting, because if you look at it, Imperialdramon fighter mode is the mode in Imperialdramon series that is calm, high intelligence, fully harnessing its destructive power, compared to Dragon mode, which is like rampaging and all. Now if you look at it, it's very strange that, you see, it is inconsistent, the way the lore is. Stingmon is calm, and then evolves into Dinobemon by progressing with XVmon, but when in that evolution form, it is in rampaging mode, very brutal, not calm at all, and yeah. Also, that's when the insectoid part of it is very prominent. And then in Imperialdramon fighter mode, which is the evolution of Dinobemon or Imperialdramon, but it's a fighter mode, which, you know, is the opposite of Dragon mode, right? So it's the opposite of Dragon, so it's kind of like probably like the fighter, the Stingmon side of it. But when it's that, suddenly it's calm, it's collected again. So why the inconsistent treatment? And consequently also for the other side, XVmon, well, he's very passionate, he's very rushes into battle, if I recall correctly. Then Imperialdramon is like, you know, very calm, you know, collected, I guess. You know, it's not as brutal as Dinobemon. And then when it's Dragon mode, it's like rampaging again. So why do they keep flipping the positions? It's very strange. It's just so strange for me. But anyway, personally I feel if they position Dinobemon as a calm, collected one, then it would have been consistent. You know, whenever it's a Stingmon series, it's like calm, collected, highly intelligent, and then the Dragon side is the one that rampages. I think that would have been more consistent. I don't know why for Dinobemon they decided to make him so brutal. But anyway, I'm digressing. Since you're done with profile and evolution conditions, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, let's look at Imperialdramon fighter modes sprite. Now, I'm just so happy that we finally managed to get there, because I thought putting it against Imperialdramon Paladin mode would help, because, you know, Imperialdramon Paladin mode is supposed to be stronger than it, but I didn't, and it managed to defeat Imperialdramon Paladin mode within the first round. So it's really quite powerful, and yeah, first round finishing attack sometimes can be quite tricky. But anyway, we managed to document the secondary attack with the help of Imperialdramon fighter mode as an enemy, so that's good. And look at that sprite, it's amazing. It's hard to believe that this is one of the earliest sprites that was designed, because it's so detailed, it's so well done, it captures everything. It literally looks like the mini artwork. So look at it, it has everything. It has a dragon face on the chest, it has the positron laser, and every other part of it is so detailed with that different shades of, you know, black and blue that makes it pop and doesn't look so flat. It's just very well designed. I think it fits very well in a D3 color evolution as well, but it was ahead of its time. This was one of the first few DIMs that was designed. I think they put in a lot of, you know, effort into all these sprites. It's commendable. But anyway, let's look at this idle animation. This is its idle animation. I think it looks fantastic. Still looks great, even though it's one of the first few sprites, and definitely comparable to the Vital Bracelet BE quality sprites that you see in the rest of the sprites in the BE generation. This is its sleeping animation. Looks like it's shut down for the day, yeah, with its eyes closed and everything, and yeah, very armor looking, like kind of a sleep position. One could argue that this is like a seated, arms folded across, but for some reason it looks like a suit of armor when in this position. Yeah, let's awaken it. Wake up. Come alive. Alright, let's see the training animation. So we have done that. We've done the idle, we've done the sleeping. Let's look at its training. What does it do for training? Oh, squats. Right. I remember this. Yeah, we've seen it in the Imperialdramon DiM. It does squats. Squats. For squats and punches and crunches, it's all the same animation. Let's see the dash animation. I remember it flies, if I recall correctly. It flies because it has flight capabilities. So yeah, it looks cool. It's cool as well, like rushing and flying to the rescue. I think it looks amazing. Awesome. Really awesome stuff there. You can see the dragon face is just so impressive there. Just gotta put it out there. Personally, I think the fighter mode sprite looks great, but the dragon mode sprite, not that fantastic. It's good, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but not as good as the fighter mode. Not as good as the fighter mode does at representing its artwork, yeah. So the dragon mode looks okay, but it doesn't represent the artwork as well as, you know, the fighter mode here. A fighter mode is like 100% of its artwork, the way I see it. It's 100% there. I can't see any detail that is missed, yeah. But the dragon mode just doesn't look as impressive for some reason. But artwork for dragon mode does look impressive, yeah. I like the dragon mode as well. The design is awesome. This is his walking animation for fighter mode. And that's it for Imperialdramon fighter mode. I'm dragging out this vlog because I really like the sprite. Anyway, yeah, I should end it now. We have documented everything. Walking animation, idle animation, sleeping animation, and all the battle animations and training. So that's it for today's vlog. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Imperialdramon fighter mode's positron laser, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I document every Digimon that I race, and I have playlists for Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, so please check them out if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!